Hey, hello. So shout out to Cop Coding as always. One of my I consider a good buddy and helps contribute a lot to things that I build. He's one of my co-founders. Um, he's been working on something called Twix, which is the it's Twitter or X now as it's called, Twitter X, which is it's a TUI. So you're going to be able to do some type of Twitter type things from the terminal. Or but by a TUI, right? That's how you're going to interact with it. It's going to be built in, or it's being written in Golang. And in this first video, he was mentioning what database he'd like to use for it because nothing is really stored right now. Um, so I figured, why not try to integrate my creation OstrichDB into this? Of course, I'm very selfish. I think you could use something like SQLite pretty easily, but why not try to get OstrichDB in here? So I went ahead and forked it, and um, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do that. Now I do have an Ostrich like an SDK written in Golang to interact with the OstrichDB API. It's not finished, and it's actually far from perfect because things keep changing in the core engine. So where the SDK is like, there's no real point to doing that right now. So I think what I'm going to do is what I've similarly done to Oval, which was a Felt Kit project, right? So to interact with it via the web, it's the Felt Kit front end using OstrichDB on the back end. Um, so how you would interact with that is to just change endpoints. So I went ahead and cloned the project and made a new branch. What does it go get? I think we have a CD client. Go get. Oh, God. Okay. So first things first, let's rename this shit to just Ostrich DB, and we have to get rid of this here and bin. I'm going to add a get ignore. Oh, I'm on the wrong branch. Wait, why am I on the wrong branch? Ah, right, because I just straight up copied the entirety of the Ostrich DB thing. Hmm. I guess first things first here, let's create a dot get well, we do have a dot get ignore. We can just move this to root. Um, it does allow for the bin directory, just no binary files. Um, so now if we could get status, what do we got? That'd be the first thing we should probably do. Push that up. Oh, push upstream. Always got to do that. Okay. Um. So Why is this green? Okay. So, um, let's look into first things first would be our backend server. I don't know if I'm going to call it OstrichDB or just call it backend. We'll call it OstrichDB for now. Um, Oh, how the hell will we handle auth? Because right now, when you run Twix, um, hold on, bro. Oh, it just does that. Oh, I noticed when I use my scroll wheel, I don't know if that's intended to do, but it does get the input. I'm assuming that's a two-way thing. I don't know. But yeah, you can type stuff and it does count, which is pretty cool. If you do enter, it resets it. I don't know much about TUIs. Not something I don't know if I'd like to get into it or not, but my thing is the back end. So first things first, I'm not even gonna worry about auth. Let's look into our endpoints. So let's clear this up a bit. Um, User deleting. I spelled there wrong here. Deleting their account. Version. Let's see, OstrichDB version. Hmm. Okay. So I'm thinking about it like this, right? So when you have a Twitter, you have a user, right? And um a user has posts, which is just I guess we could there's no images or videos from what Isaac or Cobb explained, right? So there's no so this would just be strings. It'd be an array of strings, right? We'll just call it dynamic for now, but it's an array of strings. Um, they have a username, a string. They have a. I would imagine there'd be a password of some sort. I don't know if he's going to do all of that. Um, likes. So okay. Now then, there's posts, and posts will have likes, which is just going to be some type of integer, right? It's U32. And then there's going to be comments, which I guess we can call it uh, number of likes. And then there'll be number of comments, which will also be 32. And then uh, who commented on it and who liked it. So it'd be who commented, something like this, which would be an array of users in a sense. And then who liked, which would also be the same thing. All right. I think that's simple enough to start. I'm not even gonna worry about this. And the user would have posts liked, number of posts liked, and a number of posts commented. I don't think you do that. We won't even do number of posts liked, but we will do posts liked, which will be dynamic array. Make posts. Okay. I think that's generally how I would structure it, right? So in OstrichDB, as far as that's concerned, um, we'd have a collection. We would just have a collection for the user, um, right? So let's just call it Marshall dot ostrich db. Now inside this Marshall dot ostrich db file, you'd have a cluster for um, I guess just posts. And this would just continue to, so I don't know how, I guess we could just do post one, string, and then it'd be something like, man, Twix is a cool um project, and post two or whatever. Like that's how it would go. I don't like the candy too much. Um, so you'd have your post cluster and then maybe another cluster for um, posts liked. I think that'd be okay. Um, mm, something like that. And then same thing like post commented. That one would be a little bit complicated. Do we save the comment or do we save the post that was commented on? I mean, we'd have to save both, I guess. Hmm. You can like your own post. Huh. Or each post can have, okay, how about let's do this. Let's do each post, um, something like this, right? Post one, um, content num of likes, and it'll be like, I don't know, 20 or something like that. Num of comments, and who liked it. Let's just change this to two for now. Who liked post, and it's going to be an array of string, and it's going to be like this. Cobb and at Cobb and at John, right? Um, who commented at Cobb. I think we could start there. I think that's where we would start actually. And then post two would be the same thing. Um, okay. I like that. Okay. So that's generally how I can see it. I think that that works pretty well. Each post is its own cluster. And so instead of, yeah, we can have something like that. Okay. So now, we need to think about this. We don't really need to change too much of this on the back end then. It would be more of making sure that the front end sends that kind of request to that endpoint. And also, I have to modify config stuff, just like I did for Vault. I need to update that. Oh, forgot about that. Oh man. Um, I forgot about that. Rate limiting stuff is busted right now. Dang it. All right, what do I remove? Rate limiting stuff. Yeah, we'll just remove that. Manual query, manual query. Okay, let's do that. Make sure we're good there. And we'll remove rate limiting stuff because that doesn't even matter. In fact, there is a engine security queries. Where are you? Users rate limiting. We'll just get rid of this whole freaking thing. Don't care about that right now. And um, run into some issues. Is rate limited. Oh, you know what? Oh, dang it. We do need that though. Hold on. I do keep that. Hmm. I shouldn't delete the file. I should have just commented out the stuff. Excuse me. Yeah, let's just copy all the content. And let's add that back. Okay. And I believe I fixed this issues in here. Or just commented and commented them out, apparently. First things first, let's make sure we can actually build this .NET scripts local. All right, that does run. So I keep saying first things first, and it's always something new. Um, okay. Now, let's see here. I removed the unneeded endpoints. Okay. Now, um, let's take a look at the client code here. Client, TCP. I'm curious if I'll just go import Twix. That's if you have multiple ones, I think. Um, can we import client? Can we alias in here? Yes, you can. Let's do C for client, C dot handle. Okay. All right. Um, do I want to do it in here or let me take a look at, I don't remember how far, excuse me. I don't remember how far off, I don't remember where this thing is. One second. Sorry for that being so bright there. Um, create collection. OstrichDB address. How far along did I get with this? Okay, that's fine. Collection, delete collection, rename collection. We don't really need that. Rename cluster, delete it, create it, create a new. Okay. Uh, we actually might be able to use this OstrichDB Go SDK, kinda. I don't know if I have that in my. I do. Um, it hasn't been updated since the 30th. I would imagine I am up to date on it though. So let me copy that and bring that into Twix as well. Okay, that is up to date. Uh, okay, so now in main, I should be able to import um, ostrich dash go ostrich. Oh, ostrich dot. Shit, how would you do this? This is my first time trying to use this in something. Mm, slash go slash source slash SDK. Ostrich dot. There we go. Okay. So ostrich dot new new config builder. Okay. Right. Make a new config, get API key from our env here. Assume it's stored in .env. All right. And then we need a new client. Do we need a new? Yeah. Okay. Just like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right, right. Okay. We can take this example exactly as it is, pretty much. Because this is where I left off when I was working on this. So we'll call it SDK. Why not? And then import T and probably OS. Why not? Okay. So config equals that, EPB creating project and project name. So we'll call this the project's going to be Twix. Okay, we create that project and create a collection builder. Um, the collection we want to create is whatever the username is going to be. Now, that would have to be something that we figure out on the front end because when the user signs in into their terminal, um, yeah, Okay. Now, that's that's fine. Um, so it would create a collection. So for this instance, we'll just call it Marshall. Um, it would create that collection if we ran it and see client. So we don't need to actually interact with the client right now. So let's do this. We're gonna get OstrichDB going, .NET scripts, local build run, and then we're going to not Odin. Go, is it go run main? Can we do that? Package main is cd main go run main dot go. Relative import, it's not supported in module mode. How do we do that? Go mod init my project and go out import. Relatives import paths are considered a mistake. Go creators. In summary, do not use relative paths. Always specify the full import path. What? Oh, what am I doing? I have Claude Code. Let's do that. Oh my God. Let's do whatever you need to do. Right go mod. What? Perfect. I understand. Create a Go mod file in the main directory. Use Go workspace or use replace directives to reference the local modules. Create Go mod. The package is found for open file. Go mod ID. Oh, these are place Twix client with dash. Oh, that's pretty interesting, I guess. You have to do it every time. All right, cool. All right, I guess. So let's go back. That's the running, and now let's see if we can uh go um go run Twix client program, not an importable package. Error creating project, error creating collection. Okay. I'm assuming that's because we do not have what? I'm working on three different projects right now, folks. Three. Why are we getting the error? Let's look at our server. No errors on the server. It should also not be. Um, it's not. Why is that a problem? Couldn't create the project. Okay. Oh, ooh, I think I know why. Error creating project. 401. Got it. So, what do we need from that? Um, OstrichDB. That is in our environmental variable, yes? Or is it because that's not on root? I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it in root. And I'm also going to put it, I might put it in main. Okay, that's not it. Main, delete that. I don't know if putting in a main matters. Maybe it does. I don't know. Does not. Oh, 429. You're creating a collection. So create a project, OstrichDB. Uh, Interesting. It didn't make a user. Shoot. Hold on. Register. Hmm. Create a collection called credentials. Create a collection called accounts. So credentials. Okay. So wait a minute. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Um, Hmm. Wait, what? Hmm. Off air. What's 429? 401 was off air. What's 429? You can find so too many requests. Oh, the rate limiting stuff. How is that still happening? I never commented out the code. That's why it's still happening. Um, yeah, the rate limiting was messed up. I ended up having to try to fix this on main in the main engine. And I completely forgot to update the open source version. Literally don't care about any of this right now. We don't need rate limiting for this at all. Um, and data. Okay. Still setting a rate limiting issue. Um, why? So we're trying to create a project. So where am I? Oh my goodness, this is a lot. Handle get requests. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to do post. Trying to post a project here. Um, user ID, require auth. 201. Okay. Create user. I don't care about that. Server master key not configured. Okay. There's no end here. It did make our test user, and there's our project Twix, and then our collection Marshall. Okay, so it did do that. That's good. All right. So these errors are very not good, but we can worry about that when it comes time. Um, where is test user 12345 coming from? Test user. Is that coming from our right? Why is it only appearing in oh, because the JWT that we're using gives us that information. Right. This is an old thing that we're still having here. Got it. Um, no. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's actually not true. What in the heck is going on? Why are we getting test user 12345? Interesting. All right. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I can look into that some other time. Okay. So at least on startup, on main, when we ran the program, we did create a user project Twix and then the collection Marshall, which should be here as well. I don't know why it's even sending 12345. I never told to send that anywhere, and I can't find that in the code. Literally, if you look up 12345, it must be this somehow. I don't know. Whatever. I guess that comes from the JWT. Um, okay, so we create the project. So next we need to create a cluster within this project called we need to do what posts, and that would be it. And it would have the name of each post. So we do need client here. Now, could not import client. So there's Claude code in every fucking thing. Client, Twix, main. It's not client. This is just called, it should just be called client, not Twix client. So let me do, what is it? Go mod tidy. And now if we do package first line is not in standard. Shoot, hold on. Module Twix client, package client. Can we just call it client, please? Client, go mod tidy. Where is that coming from? Here's the client. Go get what? Module client provides package client and is replaced but not required to add it. Import to not you. Okay, let's do this now. Um, so C dot handle comment, handle feed, handle fetch, handle like, handle post. Um, 80, 42, 80, is it 80, 80? No, 80, 42. And post content. Now, actually, ooh, it'd be way more than that. Okay. Um, I think I need to talk to Cobb and see what how he wants to go about doing all of this stuff. Yeah, I think that's how I need to go about this because I'm kind of caught up as far as at least the connection point of view. I don't know how he wants to, if he even wants to continue with OstrichDB. I'm sure he'll watch the video. I don't know how much of it he'll watch though. But so we have, you know what? We could. Uh, I think I'm gonna end it here. Come back to this later. Just because I think there's gonna be some confusion here if I don't wait. So let's do this. Let's make sure um get ignores not for some reason not. I'm gonna copy and then paste it in here. Oh, but I just did the license, I think. When I trash this, copy this and paste it in OstrichDB. Okay, that gets rid of that. And what did I change? I changed some stuff in the handlers. No, remove that. Server, I removed all those unnecessary endpoints. And rate limiting, I just commented out everything because this code fucking sucks. In fact, I think I can go quickly take this from the OVault one, core engine users rate limiting, and that should be better. Um, Actually, is no, it's not. Nothing changed with it. Huh. I guess not. All right. Well, we'll leave that commented out for now. And I want to make sure we are doing the right thing. I'm going to delete this user. I want to see what this .env file needs to be. It's throwing us errors, but there wasn't an error creating the collection, so that's incorrect. This should not be returning an error. Create collection. If response is not okay. Got 201. What the hell is 201? Oh, created. Yeah, okay, 201. There we go. It's the correct thing. And so it's in the resource and then project. Oh, it's in the wrong thing. Created. Now we should be good with that. Air create a collection. Again, it did create a collection though. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. I have a lot to go over in like all these projects. I need to go over the OstrichDB stuff. I need to go over the SDK stuff and the Twix stuff. But I'm gonna push this up and oh Lord, I forgot. Dang it. I have another. Okay. I'll reach out to Cop Coding and see how he wants to do this, if he even wants to do it this way. It's a little messy right now, but that's just because I'm trying to interact, like get three projects to interact with each other. Two should interact well together, which they do thus far, but the third is going to be which is the actual Twix project, is going to be interesting. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace.